Okay, let me get an avatar. I'm going to start by getting an avatar. I'm going to start by starting. Okay, let's start by bringing in our avatar, and we're going to use the let's use Yuna. So I'm going to give her some basic garment, like maybe like a basic dress. I'll give her a basic dress and say okay. And close. So I'm going to simulate. Okay, so we have our dress. What I'm trying to do, I want to do a Chinese kipiao, how to say Chinese kipao. Okay. Okay. I'm going to make this keep out today. Keep whatever they call it. Let me first go back to my let me see if I can add an image and say come on, I'm trying to find the photo. I just literally took a screenshot right now. Damn it. I don't have a, I thingy for it. No, I'll just keep on referring to it. Let me just put it on the side. On this side. Okay, I'll just put it on the side here. Whenever I need it, I'll bring it. So I'm going to start. First of all, let's start by I'm going to start by giving this a collar. We need a collar for this, so I'm going to draw a collar. First of all, I'm going to draw a collar, but before I do that, let me first edit the front here. Let's take out this curve. It's so sharp and it's sharp, so let's delete that. You, who asked you to be here? Nobody asked you to be here. You. Anyways, so once you have so I'm going to edit the curve. Not necessarily edit it. I'm going to first of all bring the neckline up, and in the meantime simulate, and I'm going to, oh, maybe that's too much. So let me bring in, so I'm going to bring in the collar. The collar will be something like this, and I'm going to send it to the back so that it covers the back. So I'm going to flip normal and have it a little bit front wise. So I have to measure. I'm going to measure this length and 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's altogether that's 24. But how? So 1, 2, this is 11 plus, oh, so it's 44. So I need to have this as 44, so I'll increase this to 44. And then I'm going to make sure that the edges are, first of all, let me split it in half, and then yeah, so once I split it in half, then we'll know what I'm going to cut and sew. We'll know what the back has. So now here I'm going to actually, let me delete this, And let me say I bring in symmetric pattern with sewing. Yeah, so that means in the back it's sewn, so I'm going to sew these two places together, this one and this one. I'm going to sew them together, and I'm going to edit the front like this, like maybe something like this, and have it curve, yeah, something like that. Maybe this is a bit much, but okay, like that is good. So let me start sewing. I want this black, no, I want from here to here to be from here to here, and then from here to here to be from here to here. And let's simulate. Boom. So I'm going to make it a bit thicker. So I'm going to say clone under. Okay, so the back is the way it is. Let's reduce the back. Yeah, so I'm going to have to move this a bit like this, and I'm going to have to give this a curve, some sort of curve. That's the only way that will be kind of be able to get rid of that. So let me curve the front as well, I mean the upper bit as well. And oh, it's still not disappeared. Oof. So first of all, let me see what would happen if I combined these two lines as opposed to having them. Let's see if we match the two lines. So let's I think that will make it disappear. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that made it worse. That made it even worse. Okay, so this is not the right neckline that I want, so let's make this a bit more defined, maybe like that. Okay. I'm not so fond of this behind, but I think that's an issue with this. Let me see if I brought it up, what would happen. Just a little bit. Okay, that didn't help. Okay, we'll deal with that later. I am going to cut through this. First of all, let's remove this symmetrical editing. Let's remove the linked editing, and I'm going to bring this. It goes all the way under the arm, right? It's under the arm, and yeah, it's some sort of curve like this. Bring it back and double click. Then I'm going to cut through this line. I'm going to say cut, no, let's say cut and sew. So now we have two pieces, but let me see if we have the fabric, because then let me go fabric shopping. Let's do some fabric shopping. So I'm looking for some sort of Chinese fabric. This can be a good addition. This leather can actually be a nice addition. Yes, I got the jacket. I thought it was wishful thinking, but they do have it. So that sort of jacket, Chinese, Oriental. Okay, so let me give everything this fabric, and what happened to all the fabrics? What happened to all the fabrics? Ah, yes. So okay, let me see if I made it a brown. Why does it have skulls? Not the metal. Okay, this is perfect. Let's first of all give this one a different color. Let's give it a very dark red, some sort of dark red. And then let's make this longer now. Let me remove this line here, this point here. So let's increase the length of this, I think up to here, and increase the length of this one, and increase the length of this one as well. And let's simulate and see. So we are having something like this. I love it. Let me reduce the bottom, like the Okay, let me give it piping here so that you know that this is a key pow, and here as well. Oh, it's not what I wanted. It's this that I wanted. From here to there. And I see piping here as well, like here, and then here, and then the top part here. Oh, okay, so now we have piping everywhere, but let me first unstrengthen this so that we see what it's going to look like. Okay, now I don't really like the arms, so I'm going to reduce the arms. I'm going to modify the arms, because first of all, look at this. No, it can't be that way. So I'm going to modify the arms. Okay, so see, I'm going to, no, this is not it. So see, something like that. Let me first, I lost track of my, yes, so this is the arms. I do not appreciate these points here. Let's have 1 point, okay, and then let's reduce this point, let's it come a little bit below, and oh, okay, something like that, because we reduce this line. This is 18 centimeters. Yeah, this is 18, and this is 16, so let's increase this one to 18. Plus 2. That's 1. Okay, now it's 18. Let me remove this and make a different type of, so second of all, I feel like this part here is not perfect, so let me remove this so that I make this curve much better. Okay, so let me simulate and see if it changed. Nothing changed. Let me reduce this here. Yep. I feel like there should be some sort of cap as opposed to this one. So I'm going to cut through this. There should be some sort of cap that is cutting through. So let me make this cap. Maybe something like that. Let's bring this here, maybe here, and let's say cut and sew. So now we have this piece here. I think we should do the same for the other side, and this is 9 centimeters. So matter of fact, I'm going to cut and then I'm not going to sew because I want to use the piece for the other side. So I'm going to delete this piece and I'm going to say symmetric pattern with sewing. So I'm going to match this side to this side. Yes, that's a much better idea. So this side is 9 and this side is 11. So let me make this side 9 as well. Okay, 9, and this is 22 and 22. Yes, so if I can sew this part to this part. So now we have two similar sides, so now I can edit. I can edit this cup peacefully. Why is it misbehaving? Let's strengthen it and to try to put it in place. I don't understand why it's misbehaving. So here, let's make this straight. this line. Now the shoulder line is straight. I wonder why it is acting funny this side. Okay, so I think if we were to cut through, we cut through from here to here, so it wouldn't have anything to do with this piece. So let's try and do that. So this starts from here. Okay. It's at the 9 mark. Yes. So we have our cup. So let's cut and sew, and this one is 11 and 8. I'll increase this to 11, and I will edit this curve. So what is the issue here? Yeah, finally. Okay. What does this mean? There's something. Okay. Here's a 2 centimeter difference, no, 3 actually. So let's make it yes. So let's give this also some binding. Do you think can give this a different color than it already has? Let's go to red. Let's see if I can give her some cool buttons. Ooh, exactly what I was looking for. This, yes. Yeah, so let's make it metal. Let me add a third one here. Oh, claw crushed. Hi Barry, how are you? My program just crashed on me. I wasn't even able to save the changes that I was making. How are you? Ah, how are you? How are you doing? Let's delete this. And then there's still an issue here. I don't understand why. Is that issue here? This was cut and sewed, so now we have 2 pieces. Ah, okay. Okay, you guys, we shall finish the next time. Let's finish next time. I popped in for an hour. We'll finish next time.